Yo, Wagwan, in this video, I'm going to be revealing the reason why you are going to fail. Now, you know I'm not what's the word? The opposite of inspiring. Like, I don't want to make you disheartened or anything like that. I don't want to demotivate you. There you go. I'm not a demotivating type person. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Cartere from jaycartere.com, teaching you how to be better at YouTube marketing, online business, and music. But I'll get to why this isn't such a bad thing, so stick with me through this. The thing is, you will fail. There's no avoiding it. And what you might not know is that every success that I've ever had is a result of failure, generally. And when you look into the success of other people, you'll see that successful people generally go through failures. No one just comes out and has one idea and hits it out of the park and has a big success and continues to have success with no failure along the way. That is very, very unrealistic. And I feel like a lot of people feel as though, or you may feel as though that's the way life is supposed to be. Like if you watch movies and all that sort of stuff, there's a specific narrative that works well in movies to tell a good story that your brain just takes in and enjoys. But when you try to apply it to the real world, it's not the exact same thing. It's not a one-to-one comparison. So you need to take like things like that with a grain of salt, and you need to question, how you even think about failure. I think a lot of people are very, very scared of failure. They don't want to fail. When you saw the title of this video, you was probably like, wow, no, I got to avoid failure. Like, what the fuck is going on in there? Let me find out how to not fail. And that, you shouldn't want to fail. That doesn't make sense. And of course you want to be successful in anything that you're doing. But when you're doing something creative and doing something subjective, you need room for experimentation. You need room for experimentation. You need to be able to fail to get to something unique and good. Otherwise, you'll just be making stale stuff that no one is going to remember in 5 years, basically. Like, you need to be able to get outside the box and try things and give it a shot and see what happens and experiment. And when you do that, you have a chance. Either it's going to work or it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, then you take the lessons from that. You're like, okay, that doesn't work. Why didn't it work? You look back through it. Maybe this went wrong. Maybe, you shot the wrong video about the wrong thing, or you made the wrong song around the wrong subject, used the wrong key or whatever, used the wrong flow, whatever. You analyze the failure and you take those lessons from it, and then you move forward and create something new. Now you can experiment without using the stuff that made you fail in the past, and you can try something new. And that's how you continue to evolve, and you never become a stagnant person who's just doing one thing. Now, as I said, most of my successes have come from failures. And recently, if you just come to the channel, then you might not know this, because the whole channel interface it looks like this is all I've been doing, innit? But I used to make a bunch of gaming videos. You probably know this if you've been around for a while. And when I stopped doing that and decided that I wanted to do something else, a lot of people in my audience, or people who were watching my gaming videos before, I wouldn't say that they're proper fans. Those people were saying, oh, do these videos, innit? Make more art videos and all this sort of stuff. And I could have continued to do that because there was already an audience or whatever, and continue to go down that path and not did what I wanted to do because I was scared of failing. But I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something else in it. And that's what I've been doing with my channel. If you look through my channel, I've played a game, I've, changed around to play a different game. I've done what I wanted with the channel, basically. So I've built a bunch of audiences from a lot of different places. And now I'm in one direction now. I'm going to, not literally like the band, but I'm moving in one direction. I'm just focusing on music and helping creatives and helping people, learn how to do what they want for a living and make money from it instead of being a starving artist and that sort of stuff. That's something that I'm really, really passionate about and something that I enjoy doing. So it's something that I can foresee myself doing for like the next 30 years. I don't really see myself playing games and making tutorials about every game that comes out for the next 30 years. Like, I can't be bothered. I don't even play games anymore. But that's besides the point. The point is, all those times where I played a new game or tried something else, I was willing to fail. And I saw what worked and I saw what didn't work. And now I'm able to apply that to this one thing and move forward. And that's what I, taught in my course and all that sort of stuff. I saw the strategy that works. I've given it to other people and I've seen their channels work now. I've seen people like grow a bunch of subscribers and get hundreds of thousands of views on their videos and rank #1 on YouTube. And it's happy days. And it's like, it works. Like, you need to do something. You need to experiment. You need to try things that might work, see if it works, see if it doesn't work, and then, take what does work, write it down, note it down, and then turn that into your formula. Like, that's what I do. I try a lot of things, see what does work, and I note that down and keep doing that moving forward. And then by the end of it, you've got like your main formula that you can just go through and execute on, and this is a proven formula, this works. And then you can sell that to other people and help other people achieve the same thing. But on the way, you must be willing to fail. You can't be scared of what other people are going to think about you. Like, people are going to say, no, don't do that. Like, you're going to fail if you do that. But in changing my channel and all that sort of stuff, I realized that, before I was just doing a load of help content, which, I talk about in the course, help content and hub content, or in the book. And YouTube talks about it. It's how they categorize content. Help content is the content that basically draws in people from search, kind of like how-to videos and that sort of stuff, those tutorials. And hub content is content for your subscribers. This is like live streams and videos like this, basically, where it's just raw and I'm just talking about an idea and having a conversation with you, basically. So I was focusing a lot on help content, so I was bringing a lot of search stuff in, but I didn't really experiment with hub content. So I decided I want to experiment with hub content now and do a bunch of it and see, how I can provide value to you. And I really, really like it. I really enjoy the community that I'm building from this. And I enjoy the fact that I'm really, really helping people and helping touch their lives and help them, move closer to their goals and stuff like that. Like, that means a lot to me, innit? I like doing that. So I've found a lot of value in just experimenting and see what happens. Like, I've done a bunch of these daily videos. Some of them have like popped off more than I thought they would. Some of them haven't. Like, none of them's like thousands of views yet, but I can see what's happening in it. I can see what's trending up. I can see what will probably do very well. So I can hone down on that if I want to, but would have never been able to get that data, would have never been able to get that information if I wasn't willing to fail and take some on the chin. Like, sometimes you might put out a video that gets 20 views. You got to take it on the chin. It's all part of the game. You got to build the catalog. You got to see, like, the data is the game, bruv. The future is all about data. All the big companies, they're after data. Why are they holding data? Because it's so important. When you know what people want and what people react to and what people like, you can serve more of that to them and you can make oodles of cash because you're giving the people what they want, basically. So you need to understand it's all a data game. The game is data. That is what it's all about. And when you build your catalog, you get a bunch of data because you get to see what people are gravitating towards and what people don't want so much. And you see what works, you see what doesn't work, and then you double down on what does work if that's what you want to do. And you know that for the future, basically. So failure is just the way there. Like, you got to see what doesn't work so that you can see what does work. There's no way you're going to hit it out of the park 100% every single time. That's impossible because it's not going to happen. You will fail. You will always fail. But the difference between you and, some other waste man is you're going to get up and continue to go forward and chase your endeavor and make some money from it, because you're not going to be a fucking starving artist. And if you want to know the 5 most important steps to YouTube success so you don't be a starving artist, and you can go through the same, system, the 5 steps that I went through in order to achieve financial freedom and be able to do whatever the fuck I want every day, then link in the description, or go to jaycartere.com/free course. It ain't cool to be a starving artist, but it ain't cool to fail, to be honest. Like, no one's gonna be like, yeah, there's great stuff for failing, but sometimes you just need to do what needs to be done, and you need to just keep it moving and put on your blinders and not care about what anyone else thinks, because you have to be able to go through all the failures to get to something that works. I put out like hundreds of videos before I put out a video. Well, my how to write a rap song video was the first video that really popped off, that like I saw got 50,000 views, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But I went through hundreds of videos before I got to that. And even at that point, I didn't realize what it was. Like, now that video's over 1 million views and whatnot. And like, I kept on putting out gaming videos and all this sort of stuff, and it took hundreds of those videos before my Metal Gear Solid video started popping off, and I got like 200,000 views on that. And then it's a bunch of trying stuff and trial and error. That's just what life is, isn't it? No one's got the foolproof plan that you won't have to make any edits to. Like, that doesn't exist. You always have to basically adapt any plan to your situation and what you're doing. Like, you always have to. Like, sometimes there's a super specific plan. Like, I did make my course specifically for YouTube gamers, but it's not like if you're playing this specific game, you still have to mold the course to the game that you're playing. Like, you always will have to do something unique and bring your creativity to it. No one can say, yo, this is exactly how you do it, and you just don't think. You got to think, and anytime you think, there's human error, cuz. So you might think something's super great, and then other people might be like, nah, it's not that great. And then you realize, okay, other people don't really like that. If I really want to do it, then I can continue doing it without other people's support, and then eventually maybe they'll come around. Or I can chalk that up to other people. Well, no, now you know other people don't like it right now. Or you can focus on the stuff that other people do like, because you've put out so much shit that you've got the data to see that something works. And that's where most people don't get to. They don't get through the failures to get to see what does work. And that's very, very important. You need to continue to go through the failures. It might feel terrible if you've got like 3 failures in a row, but then you just need to have small wins. Like, you set up a new bio on your website, or you set up a lead magnet and stuff like that. Like, that's a small win. You're moving in the right direction. You're building a real business. Like, take those small wins, and don't pat yourself on the back too much, but make sure that you understand you're consistently moving forward. Even if like you try something and it doesn't work, you just keep on trying new things until it does work. And then you realize, generally, hindsight is 20/20. You'll look back and realize something did work, and then you'll be able to capitalize on it like 6 months from now. So just keep on pumping out stuff and seeing what happens, especially with the SEO game. It's a long game. Sometimes you need to wait the 6 months to a year, and then you come back and you see something's working, you see something's not working, and you just focus on what is working and keep on doing that. Like, today, I'm experimenting with a new, different type of way of filming my beat videos, because I'm doing a beat every day, and I'm filming those videos, recording myself making a beat. Like, instead of going through the whole process and showing everything, I'm just not going to talk while going through that process, and just talk after I make the beat today. So I'm doing different versions of the same kind of content to see which is better for my production process, to be honest. But I just need to try out stuff. I don't know which things like you're gonna prefer, or the rest of the people are gonna prefer, like which version, but like, I'm just trying everything out, and we'll try stuff out. I don't care if I fail or not. And that's the point you want to get to. When you get to the point where you don't care if you fail or not, you have so much creative freedom, and you can do whatever the hell you want, and then you're able to move even more outside the box, and then you can actually achieve greatness. But I believe this video has gone on for far too long now. It's almost 15 minutes. You just need to know that you will fail. Don't worry about it. It's cool beans. And join the free course so you can get on my email list and get more gems. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.